Hi everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. So, have you ever done a thing where you launch something and then you immediately don't have time to respond to the launch that you just did? So that's me for the last 2 weeks. So, I wanted to make a quick little video to talk about a couple of things. Number one, I have just put out about 2 weeks ago now a design team call. If you follow me on Instagram and YouTube in my community space, I just plunked them down there, and then it's almost like I ran away, but I promise you I didn't. If you have emailed me already, and even if I haven't responded, I might have sent you a quick response to say I'll get back to you, or I may not have responded yet. If I haven't, please don't panic. I have your email. I just have had like a work whirlwind, an unexpected whirlwind. I am in the process right now of changing roles at my job, so things are a little bit busy. And this kind of collides with like my objective overall here is to get, some creative, communicative, great people on a design team that can help, spread the word about my digitals. So much like other digital creators, I'm looking to have some, folks play, make ephemera, make journals, whatever with my digitals, and, share my social media, my shop, etc., my Patreon, so that we can promote one another and grow as a creative community together. So that's what I'm looking to do. So I'll give you a little flip through, maybe as an example. I wanted to have something here to talk, through while I'm talking, to look through. So this is my latest digital collection, Palette Rosa. And I would say it's a decent example of my design style. It is 8 pages, main pages, and 8 backgrounds. It's a collage-y style, using a lot of actual authentic vintage things that I have drawn. You'll find that I'm quite an eclectic person in the way that I design and create. I have a relatively extensive design background. I have done a ton of web design. I've done a ton of print design and marketing design, and I have a history in, the arts, obviously, and I take part in a lot of fun things like making concept art, and I'm creating something every week for sure. For some reason, I'm dabbling in something, right? So what I'm looking for in a design team member is someone who has an established social media, meaning, you've got about 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and you are someone who's into junk journaling, paper crafting, making ephemera, paper art, or something adjacent, like that I don't even maybe know about. Maybe you decoupage furniture or something like that, but you do post on Instagram and have a decent following, and you do post, YouTube or TikTok. I'm not like looking for sort of like targeted specifics, really. I'm going to make an overall judgment call based on like, seeing, what, the overall picture is when you contact me, right? I'm not like a super, what's the word, like inflexible. I'm not an inflexible person. So the characteristics of what I'm looking for are really just people who are creative and excited to work with me. Maybe you already like my work. Maybe you already watch my channel, and maybe you have my digitals already and you'd like to, advance your relationship, with my work a little bit more. That's basically perfect. And also, I'm just looking for people who are communicative and are not already overburdened, like you're available to participate. The commitment at this time is basically 1 project a month, and I guess you can use whatever you want of the digitals that I create. I do have an Etsy shop that, you'll be privy to see what I have there. And then I have a program essentially where, like, I also have a Patreon, and so all of my Patreon members who also can be a part of this design call if they would like to be, it's basically like anything that I post there, I typically cross post to Etsy, unless it's a special thing for my Patreon subscribers. If you are a Patreon subscriber and you've used something from my Patreon, what I would ask is that you just link my Patreon instead of like specifics on the kit that you got from my Etsy shop. I do have a process that essentially my digitals will stay on Etsy for a certain amount of time, and then I move them to my Patreon shop, which is public. So that's sort of the space where you can source your materials. I wanted to say all this in a video just because I think there's different kinds of learners, and I think if I type an email, which I will still send to you if you email me, I wanted to be inclusive to those folks who prefer to see something presented, or they would like to hear what I'm saying rather than read an email. I totally understand there's different kinds of, ways of learning, and people are more comfortable. So yeah, that's really it. So I will end by saying thanks for listening to this if you've stuck through. And if you would like to contact me about my design team, my email is Cindy, Cindy, at studioloo.com. If you've already emailed me, I can't remember if I said this, I've got your email. I may or may not have sent you a quick response to say, I promise I'm going to respond to you. Even if I haven't, I've got your email. I have received a few emails. So that being said, please, come on in, the door is open. Come and let me know if you're interested. I will hopefully, I wanted to do this like 2 weeks ago and make the announcement on the 1st of April, but I'm probably going to shift that to about a mid-April with not a specific day in mind. So yeah, that's it. That's my palette Rosa, which is in my Etsy shop, and that's the design team call. So thanks again, guys. I hope you're having a really lovely day, and I can't wait to find my people. So thanks. Bye for now.